and Marriage, Huntsville, which is so huge. I love the show. And also, she is a serial entrepreneur. She is not only that, she is the first Black American, I would say African American beauty supply in Huntsville. I mean, the owner, that is huge in itself, making history. And she's in,
Okay, I'll take
she's not
it.
only that, she's a mother as well and a
If you can
realtor.
probably hear him in the background with Coco Melon.
Yeah. And a realtor. I mean, you are doing it all and being successful at it. Congratulations and welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much.
Yes. Now, how does it feel, I would say, to have the first beauty supply, African American beauty supply in Huntsville?
I would say that it feels really good to be the first African American owned beauty supply store here in Huntsville. It feels good when I have young girls or just people come to me and say, you inspired me to let me, believe in myself that I could do something like this. And I want to store myself. And so that motivates me every day to keep on pushing when it's hard. So I'm grateful that to be the first, not even intending to be the first, but sad that I had to be the first, but also blessed.
Now, Madani, how you come up with that name?
It's a meshing of my my grandmother's name and my father's name.
I love it.
So that's how I came up with the name Madani. It's a paying homage to my grandmother and my father.
Oh my goodness!
I know. Somebody said I'm slanted. I'm trying to figure this thing out here. It's like, I don't know what it is.
It's okay. And you also have created a beauty box where everybody can go and purchase. And now tell us a little bit about the beauty box and what's in it.
So with the beauty box right now, one of the things that I'm working on exclusively is a line of essential oils, my Mommy Snapback line. So you'll get exclusive and first access to that through the beauty boxes. Which is a skin brightening serum, because people don't tell you when you have children that you get discoloration all over. It helps with stretch marks. It helps with discoloration. I also have an essential oil as well that is for that specifically, hydrating your skin. So that will be in there. And then we also just have a lot of different samples from different products in the stores, and your Madani lashes are there. You may even get a surprise bundle, just different things that you'll get in the Madani beauty boxes.
Now, how did you decide, okay, hey, I want to open my own beauty supply store? Because it's a lot out there, What made you decide to where you wanted to open your own?
Well, what initially started me in the beauty industry, I've done makeup before. I've done like a lot of different things in beauty, something that I've always gravitated towards, even though I've been in real estate primarily my whole career as an adult. So a previous partner and I had a provisional patent on a product. We were shopping it around and like trying to get it in stores in Atlanta. And it was more so, we like the product, but we don't want to deal with y'all. So it's like, okay, well, we're going to shop it ourselves. So I started going to beauty supply stores all over Atlanta and realizing that literally there was one that was Black owned. That's when I started doing my research on how many stores are in the U.S. that are actually owned by African Americans, when we are like 99% of the customers. So, and that was over 7 years ago when I started that process, and then got back deep into the corporate world and into real estate. And then I went to a beauty supply store, and this is what put the nail in the coffin. Being in the beauty supply store, just on my phone, walking around with a big bag, never full bag, and getting tapped on the shoulder by a police officer and asked, not knowing it was a police officer in the moment, because again, I was running my mouth on the phone. And I look up and he's like, I need you to empty your bag. And I'm like, what? So he's like, yeah, you're over here by these makeup brushes and they think that you put it in your purse. So I dumped my bag off all over the counter and was like, look at whatever you need to look at. And in that moment, it's like, you're embarrassed, you're like being harassed. I mean, you embarrass the customer and you think they took like a $3 makeup brush. Like, come on. So I vowed never go back to that store. And one day I was actually in town in Huntsville and had to, because it was the only place I can go to. And so I was like, I had to figure out how to open up my own store. So that's what inspired me to get into business. And, you know, because I want to, what we have done is provided a space where you can come in and get, you know, knowledge of products by people that look like you, people that know your hair, know your skin type, know what you like, and also feel respected and feel like you're welcome.
That's true. And that's power, right? That's powerful. And that's what we have to do. We have to be owners and creators. We got to keep going and not to let anything stop you, you know, people or anybody. And
Absolutely.
sometimes our family, you know.
That
But we
too.
just got to keep going. And I know, I mean, what is your take on this as a beauty supply owner? I know they always say, well, when you got those Black owners, they like to hike up the prices. What is your take on that? Is it, do you think it's really high, or is that how people are seeing it just because you're
Actually,
a
I get
Black
the
owner?
opposite, and I actually had to do a little bit of research on was that my price is too low, because I would have people come in and say that's it, like after they
Mm-hmm.
cashed out, especially when I was working in the store day to day. It just depends, and a lot of times people have to understand our prices might have to be a little bit higher because we had to order more products than the other store did. Whereas they can order a certain amount of products they know they can move in 30 to 60 days. We would have to spend $10,000 just to get the product in our stores.
Mm-hmm.
So with being strategic and smart, I started partnering with other Black-owned beauty supply stores in order to get our orders. So like if I only needed $5,000 worth of products, then somebody else could split the other cost so that we can at least get the products in our stores.
Yeah.
So whereas some other counterparts, they don't even pay for their products the first 30, 60, 90 days. They just have them in store. They have all the supply and then they pay the supplier later. And it's kind of,
Wow.
it's, you know, being in the industry is something that we have to start demanding is the ability to be able to do that.
Yes, and have more Black-owned beauty supplies like yourself. Do you plan on to have any more in other areas?
Absolutely. My overall goal when I started Madani was to absolutely franchise the brand and also help others, even if they don't want to do a Madani brand. Just, you know,
Mm-hmm.
being able to consult and help people open up their own stores, especially in smaller towns where, you know, it's a large population of us, but it's maybe a small town and there's still no Black owned stores. So definitely I'm passionate about helping and doing that.
Yes. Now, flipping it, you know, changing those gears to reality TV. Now, how did you decide, hey, I want to get into TV?
I've actually, television has always been, I've been singing since I was 6 years old. So that's
Okay.
always been a part of my life. Now, as far as reality TV, I never said, oh, I want to get into reality TV. That wasn't something that I sought after. It actually found
Mm-hmm.
me. Just being supportive of my friends' hopes and being at events and, you know, that's how it happened. It was just like, well, who is she? And I just had cameras shoved in my face in one moment. I'm like, hello. It kind of happened very organically. And being that we were real friends, you know, it just, I guess to them, it made sense for us to be a part of the show because we were always there to be supportive.
Mm-hmm. Now, how was it having a camera follow you around? I mean, was it kind of like, oh my God, this is happening? Like, they know everything that's happening, you know? So, how was
Uh,
that? Just having cameras follow you and watch everything you do?
I would say this, and I've heard other people say this, and I'm like, yeah, right. You know, other reality stars, they say things like, well, forget the cameras that are there, and you really do. Like you're like in the moment, like you're really present and talking to the person that you're talking to, and you kind of forget, like, oops, did I just say that? You really forget that they're there because you're really in real life situations and you're connecting with friends or meeting new people, so you just really kind of forget that they're there. So. Um, it's a real thing. It's a real thing.
And to be a part of one of the, I would say, largest networks, the Oprah Winfrey Network, that is huge to me. You know, Black owned, and you be a part of it as well. I mean, that's amazing because we love Oprah.
Yes. Well, I will tell you this. I definitely prayed to work with Oprah. I didn't think in this capacity, and hopefully it's still something else in store for us. So to be connected to her through her television station, her television network, it's a blessing. I'm really grateful for it to be on that platform.
Yes, and I'm gonna tell you, your show it's like the highest rated. Love and Marriage Huntsville is huge. We was on it every Saturday night, and it's still on Friday nights too. That's how good it is. So we was watching Friday and Saturdays. Everybody is all into it, tweeting and sharing.
I'm not on.
Getting
I
all
am
the
on
love.
Twitter, but I
How
don't
does it feel
tweet.
to get all that love?
I'm on Twitter, but I don't tweet. So I guess I got to figure that part out, or maybe not.
You gotta tweet.
I had to figure out how to even go live with you today, girl. I didn't try to figure that out. So
You did
with
good.
that being said, I feel like definitely with the cast that we have, who are all friends and associates in real life, we support each other in our businesses. I think it's just great to have that aspect of the show be shown, and then of course the real drama that happens. Which is what everybody wants to see. They want to see the business aspects, they want to see the bosses and all that, but they like the drama as well. I feel like it's really amazing that we had the opportunity the show has had the opportunity to get the following that they have, and I call the Love and Marriage Huntsville as a hidden jewel.
It is.
Hidden jewel. We need to be getting Housewives ratings and checks too.
Y'all do. I think so.
Okay, I'll take it.
Now, I'm country. I know y'all love country too. How is it being from a small town and, being on TV? Is everybody stopping you saying, hey, we watching you?
Well, I'm actually from Detroit, Michigan originally, but I was raised between here and Atlanta. So
Detroit?
D-town, what up though? So being here, I had a whole standout moment the other day. I had a fan stand, whatever you call them. But it was crazy because I was like, is she talking to me? I really was like, and it has been happening continuously now that, COVID is slowing down and I'm out mingling and, being out a lot more. It's interesting. Like, she literally started screaming. I was at Zaxby's in the drive-thru line, and she completely lost her mind. And I was on the phone with my aunt, and I was like, is this really happening? And she was like, you're you. And I'm like, yeah, me. She's like, you're just out here like a normal person. And I was like, I had to eat, baby. I was hungry.
Have you got security?
Do I have security? That tool. Listen, look, the whole street came on me right there.
I know that's right.
Don't try it.
That's security.
Huh?
I say, I know that's right. That's the best security.
Yeah, I might need to think about that. I need security.
I know. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you. Now tell us, when you were filming, how was it preparing to film? Like, what did you do to get yourself together, to get in that mode? Okay, I'm about to film.
What?
You didn't prepare?
Listen, what people don't realize is that the first season I ever filmed, I had just experienced a miscarriage. Literally the first time I ever sat on, like, in a scene. Mm-hmm. That day, like the day prior. So when we actually started to get into filming, I was pregnant again. So I've been pregnant, post-pregnancy this last season. And so I'm just now getting my brain back. So trying to be prepared and like having okay. It was like, I got to film. Okay. You're coming to my event. Oh, wow. Okay. So it's like, just moving through life, and I don't really know how you get prepared for that because it's really everyday life, and then they just kind of join in with you.
Yeah. Now, what is next? What's coming up, for Miss Destiny?
Yes. So what's coming up for me is I will soon be launching courses that is for people that want to get into business, that want to unlock their destiny. We're going to show you all the keys and the tools that you need to get into whatever business it is that you want to get into, helping with mindset, helping with big business structure. Like I said, my essential oil line is going to be dropping soon. And then a couple other things that I can't talk about just yet because they are,
Okay.
in the works. But those are two of the major things that I'm working on right now, and just being focused on being a mom, learning how to navigate those waters, and especially COVID. As we're getting into, I would say almost post-COVID, not quite post-COVID, but learning how to be comfortable with just being out in spaces, especially with my son or even by myself. So I'm brand new mom hit with a pandemic. It was just like, what is that? You didn't even want your little baby to be around family in the beginning. So imagine having a pandemic put on top of that. So just learning how to navigate new waters, and still trying to hustle and be, moving and shaking. That's really what I'm doing.
And it's pretty open where you are right now, right?
Oh, it's wide open. There's no mask. It's your choice. It's like, Alabama numbers are really good. So, and a lot of people are vaccinated. So they're out.
Wow, we just now getting. I feel like Hollywood is slowly opening up.
I miss Hollywood.
Good. I'm like,
I used to live in Los Angeles.
Oh, you did?
I did for 4.5 years. I lived there. Yeah.
So how do you miss it?
I do. It's just it's different. It's a different type of energy and vibe there. It makes you work different. It makes you eat different. It's just like different. And that's the only thing, when people always ask me about what LA was like, I said it's very different. And I miss it. I'm not done with LA. I miss you. I miss the weather. I miss hiking. I miss hiking and running canyon, and I miss all that stuff.
You are here though. I mean, you tapping into you are not playing no games. You are killing it. You over there working, and you working here in Hollywood. I tell you making it happen.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, we're excited for you, and all your success and what's to come. Now, in case anybody wanted to go purchase a beauty box or learn more about your beauty supply company and so much more, your master classes, your webinars that you got coming up, where can they go to?
As of right now, you can shop on my e-commerce store for beauty supplies, bundles. Hello.
I gotta get with you on these bundles.
Yes, I love my bundles. So you can shop now at www.madanibeauty.com, and I'll put it in the comments and pin it for you.
Okay.
And then you'll also be able to shop soon with me at destinypaytonwilliams.com. That's where we'll be offering the courses. So give me 1 second. Let me type this in here for you.
So she's typing it in, guys. Anybody want to go purchase, you can go right now. Support.
Post, and how do you pin? I don't know. Maybe
you got it in there. No, I can't even tell you how to pin myself.
And so we'll have a link. Somebody said, yes, get my edges straight. Okay, edges. I love edges.
Yes, Stars Candy said, get her edges straight. Luxurious Style said, hey, cousin.
Hey, Kai.
Okay, everybody got that? You can go and shop right now. And support, because that's what it's all about. You got to support. And you can follow on social media. Do you got any quick shout outs for the people out there?
Shout outs to my son Lala. Let's see, who I want to shout out. Shout out to the Love and Marriage fam. Shout out to God. I should have said that first, because without that we are nothing. And let's see, that's it.
And real quickly, do you mind letting everybody know who you are? And you are watching the Nikki Rich Show.
Hey, everybody. I'm Destiny Payton Williams from Love and Marriage Huntsville, also Madani Beauty, and you are watching the Nikki Rich Show.
Thank you, Miss Destiny. I have enjoyed you today. We're so excited for you and more to come as you continue to make history in Huntsville and throughout the world, because you're gonna have so much more in store more beauty supplies in every city. Well, it's
Hey,
there
let's
now.
get it.
It's in every city. But, you know, we talking about touchdown in every city, you know. So we're excited for everything to come and your family, you know. And I'm just honored to have you here today. And you're welcome back anytime you have any new upcoming projects. You can come back to the Nikki Rich Show.
Hey, okay, Nikki Rich. Thank you so much for having me. I really, really appreciate it. And I love to come back. You look, you're gonna want me to come back after this season. Hey. Bye, Miss Nikki.
Bye, guys. Bye,
Bye
everybody.
bye.